Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to show you how I store my rubber stamps, especially these single ones. I have quite a lot of these rubber stamps and I will put some easy mount on them, stamp them up and put them in this thin stuff tainer, or what it's called. Let's see. Yes, thin stuff tainers. Because I think that's the easiest way for me to store them, and that's the easiest way to see what I have when I have so many of them. I have like clear stamps like this. I will not store the same way. So I will just do the process today and show you how I do. So enjoy this process. And now when all the stamps are stamped on the paper, I will just put the stamps in this thin stuff tainer the same way as I have them on the paper, so I can easily see what I have. We'll have this one here. It will be like this. We'll have this one here. And we will have this one. And this one. This one. Like this. Can put this up a little bit more like this. Wash. Have this one. So now I have been putting in the stamps in my thin stuff tainer, and I put the stamps the same way as I have on the paper. It will be the opposite when I have to put them in here, but when I have all the stamps like this and I will use one, it's so easy for me to see where someone is missing if I don't have it in here. If I don't do this paper, I actually don't have this paper on every one of these yet. I have a lot of these to do. I have made some of them and some not, but it's so much harder for me to see if I miss a stamp, because when I don't have this paper I don't really know which stamps I have in my container. So I really like this way to store my rubber stamps, especially all of these single ones that I have, because for me I have so many stamps, and this is a way to store stamp that doesn't take much space. So before I bought these thin stuff tainers, I had all of my rubber stamps in photo albums, and I had put the stamps in photo pocket pages where I had stamped up. I stamped the stamp on a paper and then I put in the stamp. And that was good as long as I didn't have so many stamps. But as more stamps that I got, I had so many photo albums on my shelves with just stamps, and it really took space. So I bought a few of these ones and started to put my stamps in this instead, and that was so much better because it didn't take too much space as the photo albums did. So this one, I know this is not a new thing, but this is a thing that I can really recommend if you buy a lot of rubber stamps, single ones, and just put them in these containers. I think they are really good. And I can show you another one, a few ones that I have made before. I have one here, and this is like Valentine's stamps. In this one I actually have, in this thin stuff tainers, I try to have it by theme, because that is also easier for me to find the stamps that I want. If I have as good as I can, at least I have theme in my thin stuff tanners. So this is cleaning theme. This is Valentine theme. In this one I have animals and nature. I have for Christmas. I have wedding, love and wedding, and also a little Valentine's, but it's really easy for me to find what I am looking for. And I will buy a bigger container where I will have this stand in. At this moment I just have a, you know, like a box, regular box that I have cut down in the right sizes, and then I just have all of this standing in this box. And when I search for stamps I just do like this to find what I need for my project. I really think this is a good way to store rubber stamps. At least I don't store my clear stamps like this, but my rubber stamps, so easy to find, so easy to see on this paper what I have, what's in this container, stuff tanner. I really think that this is an easy way, where at least when you have a lot of stamps as I have. I really have a lot of them. So store them in albums wasn't an option for me anymore, because I had so many albums and I have to pick out every album and go through every pages to find what I was looking for. It just took too much time. So this is what I do now, and I have done this for quite some times, and I don't think that I will change it either, because I really like it. And as you can see here, it's, as I told you, it is so easy to see if you miss a stamp. Maybe I have used it and I have put it somewhere else, and I just turn it, oh, I can see this is the stamp that is missing because I don't have it here. If I didn't have this paper, I will show you one. If I don't have this paper, they will just look like this. And this is one that I haven't had time to do this paper on yet. But if I take a stamp from this one, it's actually harder for me to remember what stamp did I have here, what stamp am I missing in this one. That's really hard to remember. So I prefer to do this. I think this is really nice. I have a couple of stamps, rubber stamps, that I don't store like this. And that is, for example, my Stamping Bella stamps, these ones. I really like these oddball stamps, and it's this rubber stamps. And I don't use them too often, and I actually think that you get them really nice packed with this really nice picture and the colored stamps on the outside. So I will just store all of this in one of my containers. I don't feel like I have to take this out and put in an Avery L pocket. I don't think I need to do that, because that's just, I just have to buy a lot of Avery L pockets that I really don't need, not yet. If all of this will be broken, I might do that, but as long as this still are good and not broken, I feel like I keep them as they are, but I put them all in a container so that I have them all here, all from the same brand. I hope you understand how I mean, but I guess you do. So I might store them like this, or I store them like this. I think this is the two ways that I store my stamps. In the original package, because I really like these ones. It's easy to see the stamp, and I have quite a few of these ones, so I think they can have their own box for it. And the rest of my rubber stamps from different brands I have in thin stuff tainers. I can really recommend it. So this is how I store my rubber stamps, and it's not a new thing, but still I get the question sometimes how I store my stamps. Instead of just have them all in a box, I will show you like this. When I buy new stamps secondhand, they usually end up just in a box like this. And as you can see, it's not very easy to see what you have, or you know, you have to go through maybe the whole box to find what you're looking for. They get in this box when I buy them, and then I transfer them to this storage. As you can see, I have some left to do. I take them as I go. A few of my rubber stamps I also store in these boxes. 6x6 boxes from Art Bin. I really like these boxes because they are not too big. I don't think really this is the best way to store stamps if you have many stamps, because you also have to open this up and you have to search for the stamp as you did in my in the other box that I show you. But the stamps I store in these boxes are the stamps I use for my design team, because then I know I have them here, and I guess that I in the future will transfer them to thin stuff tainers also. But at the moment I just keep them in this box, and this is the Vilda stamps that I have and use for my design team membership. Let's see, but I like these boxes. I think these boxes are really good to have when you go on scrapbooking events. I can take this little box and fill it up with the stamps that I need and think that I will use, and just have it with me. It doesn't take too much space, so it's a good box too. But I prefer this way and this way. So this is everything for this time, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, even if this is not really a new thing to store stamps, rubber stamps for. But I hope I will see you next time, and click the subscribe button. And if you have any question, write them down below and I will answer them as soon as I see them. So I hope you had a nice time looking at this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!